So they're dragging Adelaide's body outside, and all of a sudden Ike jumps out of a window, the attic window at that, and attacks them. He manages to grab a hold of Trina, and Abby runs into the kitchen and grabs some Ajax. They don't really say that it's Ajax because it's one of those things where they don't really show product brand because that's some legal stuff. I don't know. And dumps it into Ike's mouth. Alright? So Ike is like, oh god, Ajax. Not cool. And Abby and Trina run into the house again. And while they're in the house, you know, Ike's like getting angry and he comes into the house and he's like, oh, there's Trina, that chick I was trying to attack in the first place. Because Ike has it out for Trina because when they were all three originally captured, Trina was the one who was the mouthiest. She spat in their faces. She kicked them in the balls right immediately. You know, I think she called him a hillbilly motherfucker. So, and then boom, right in the baby junk. And apparently, guys don't like that. I don't know. So that's why Ike's had a thing for Trina for a while here. And while Trina's being used as bait, Abby's picked up the TV set, which makes no sense to me. You know, you can't look around your friend who's dead, but you can lift up a big, huge TV set? Obviously, your friend's fatter than that. Dumps it on his head, and while I was watching that movie yesterday, I was like, where have I seen this before? I've seen the TV on the head, like, gag before. Where have I seen it? And I actually saw it in Romeo and Juliet. That's how Montague dies. Not Montague, Capulet dies. Is they drop a TV on his head and plug it in, and there's explosions. So. And, you know, Abby leaves the room convinced that Ike's dead. Trina's about to leave the room, and Ike has that one last scare that, you know, every killer's supposed to have, that whole, oh, boo moment. And they're wrestling on the floor. Trina eventually grabs an electric knife and hacks away at Ike. So, and while this is going on, Abby has set off to find Ma. Which by Ma, I don't mean Ma from Golden Girls. Although, how awesome would that movie have been? I think, honestly, if Estelle Getty would have been the mother in this movie, I would have enjoyed it so much more. Because I would have been like, oh my god, Sophia, what are you doing, you crazy woman? It's the Sicilian in ya! But no, it was some strange lady who I don't know who she was, but if they could remake that with Estelle Getty, which they can't because Estelle's dead, so resurrect her with the Necronomicon or recast this with Betty White. Think about it. So, anywho, Ma's sneaking behind Abby in the basement and assumes that her sons have killed her because there's a knife in Abby's back. But turns out it was a trap. Ma's tackled by Trina. Trina and Abby hold Ma down on the bed while Ma pleads for her life. You know, she's like, oh my god, I'm a sick woman. I shouldn't have done that. And of course that makes the already snapped Abby snap more. Because during the entire time he's saying, I'm a sick woman, I'm a sick woman. She's hearing her own mother say that. And she's just like, ooh. So she suffocates Ma with inflatable see-through pair of breasts, because apparently every serial killer home has, you know, inflatable nipples. I don't know. Seems to be the thing, evidently. So, but yeah, Abby's envisioning her own mother while she's carrying Psycho Mom. So the hillbilly family's been killed. You know, Adelaide, Ike, and Ma have been killed. Jackie is buried. You know, they put her little class ring and a necklace on a marker for her so that people know that that's where she's buried. So, you know, the happy ending can be... So then, you know, it's like, oh, happy ending, they survived, they killed the killers. Forgot about Queenie. Queenie jumps out of the bushes at them, and then the credits start rolling. So there's really no telling what happened to them at that point. It could have been that Queenie was like, surprise! Have some cupcakes! You guys did an awesome job! Made my life easier. Or it could have been that, you know, she attacked him. I don't know. It's up to debate. And like I said, it's not like the greatest movie in the world. I watched it because in honor of Mother's Day, and also because originally I heard that Eli Roth, who did Cabin Fever, was going to write a remake of it. So, and I know a lot of trauma movies are getting remade, which I don't know how I feel about that, because they're trauma. Really, should they be remade? Or should they just have a better budget on them, you know? Because I heard a rumor they're going to redo Toxic Avenger, and I don't know how I feel about that at all. Because chances are they're going to commercialize it for this kind of audience, and, okay, granted, the Toxic Crusaders, if they made it off of that, I could see because, you know, that was kind of wholesome. That was like, oh, the monster's evil. The monster's not evil. Like, he kills evil people. He's just really ugly. But I definitely think if they remake Toxie, there's going to be less boobage and a lot less gore in it. And I don't know if a movie like that will be able to do really good. Although, you know what movie was it? Planet Terror had the kind of gore in it that I think, like, a Toxic Avenger movie would have had it, should have in it, you know? And, I mean, that still did really well. And, I mean, Death Proof was good-ish. I mean, it was a nice nap. Best nap I ever paid for. So, yeah, that's Mother's Day. Not too exciting movie. I mean, if you want to watch it, go to Hulu. They're showing it for absolutely free. They've been showing it for absolutely free. So, definitely, if you have an hour and a half to kill, do that. But if you have an hour and a half to kill to do something better, well, then do something better. Don't judge me. I just watch these movies so that you people don't have to. Next movie up for review might be Black Dynamite. I don't know. That was hysterical, but I can't get a copy of it for myself. And the thing is I watch a movie once, and then I watch it again and take notes on it. So, but I'm honestly thinking next movie's going to be Friday the 13th, and it might actually be a comparison movie. I might actually compare the original with the remake of Friday the 13th. So that should be interesting. So, no promises. Depends on if I can get copies of either one. I know I can get copies of the original Friday the 13th. It's a matter of getting a copy of the remake. So, but that's it.